welcome inside the D-Event Center for the side of the 2015 5A Boys State Championship Basketball Tournament. I'm Dusty Lister. Thanks for joining us on our matchup. The Davis Darts and the Granger Lancers. Well, everybody, so glad to have you along with us. Got an outstanding first-round matchup today between Davis and Granger. A chance to see one of the best shooters in the state of Utah with Jesse Wade from Davis, and also one of the best big men in the state of Utah with McCall Wayne from Granger. These two teams come into today's game with a lot of momentum. Davis coming in a huge win against Layton, where they were down by 17, came back to win. Their key player is Jesse Wade. For Granger, McCall Wayne, he averages 18 points a game. He's has to do that tonight as Granger try to slow this game up, but Davis will try to speed it up. You know our teams, our matchups, and what's on the line. We come back with the opening tip-off. You are watching High School Rewind on Deseret News and live.ksl.com. And the tip is controlled by Leonhardt and the Davis Darts. Jesse Wade kicks it up top to Tony Fike. Now Wade, back to Fike along the baseline. Fike send it across to Leonhardt. That pass a little low for Landon Schwartz, and it'll be a turnover, backcourt. So after the turnover, down the floor with the Granger Lancers. First chance of seeing the Lancers this year, Osman Abdallah. Now here is McCall Wayne. That ball slapped out of bounds, will stay here. The trigger in. Up top now with Adbala. Ball gets it back. Here's Moeen. Has the ball slapped away. Moeen tracks it down in the corner. Leonhardt with him. Cross court. Ball picked off by Tony Fike. Back down the floor with the Davis Darts. Fike to Wade. Wade will pull up just inside the arc, and Wade's shot is off. Wayne with the board. Hands off to Abdallah, and back down the floor with the Granger Lancers. Three on the way, or probably long range two off the mark. Back down the floor with Davis, 6:35 remaining the first. Leonhardt up top with Schwartz, Fike, and now Wade. Wade with the blow by. Nice send inside, and Rigby goes up and lays it up and in. Ben Rigby gets the first points of the game.
Assist to Jesse Wade for Davis.
And turnover, we'll go back to Davis. Seeing the Darts a lot this year. They've been in tournament setting, won the Utah Elite 8 earlier this season. After dropping a tough one to Olympus. Started out the season tough. They got things moving. Coach Tim's got his team figured out. Started playing terrific basketball. As Schwartz does not get the benefit of the call. Thought there might be a foul there down the floor now with Moeen. I guess he'll give the block to Smith. Fine outside, kicks out to Diaz. Diaz steps inside, get up to Moeen. Moeen working around, nice find inside. Left-hand layup is blown by Dylan Smith. Quickly down the floor now with Davis. Here's Wade, inside Schwartz. McCall Wayne right there, got the block. Kicks out to Leonhardt. Granger fans and coach staff wanted a jump ball quickly down the floor now. Abdal, a wild floater, gets his own rebound. Smith down to Wayne. Three on the way, back rimmed and rebound to Wade. Wade on the push. Wade off the glass, and it crawls out, and rebound. Abdal, he gets in the hands of Diaz, and the officials letting them play some physical basketball here. 4:55 remaining in the opening quarter. Davis 2-0 over Granger. Adbala kicks out to Smith, who pulls for three. Well off the mark, and Wade with another board, and will walk it up the floor with 4:40 remaining in the first. Strong student section, as you'd imagine, from Davis. Leonhardt for three, and that kicks off. The rebound taken by Smith. Hands it off to Abdallah, and he'll walk up the floor. Abdallah pulls up for two, can't get it to go. Rebound grabbed by Fike. Fike on the push. Fike with the blow by, slapped out of bounds by Abdallah, and we'll stay here.
Stays with Davis. Now you know.
Inbound in to Schwartz. Schwartz being hounded by Abdallah. Up top now with Jesse Wade. Now Tony Fike. Reset the offense halfway through the first quarter. Only 2 points between the two teams. Ben Rigby, he has the lone points out to Schwartz for three, and that's well shy. And a rebound grab by Smith. Abdallah will walk it up the floor for Granger. Abdallah steps inside the arc. Long range two is good. And Granger ties us up at 2.
Jordan Ainsley for Granger.
I'm saying Jordan Ainsley, not Abdallah. So that's a change that we didn't have. Leonhardt's jumper won't go. Rebound Schwartz. Now Fike. Fike will pull up inside the arc. Long range two is good from Tony Fike. Rarely looks for his own shot, and Fike gets the bucket, and now 4-2 in favor of Davis. Inside, Moline blocked by Rigby. The sophomore goes up and gets the block. Now down the floor with Davis. And Wade is fouled on the drive and will inbound near side. Kevin Lewis comes in now for Granger. Leonhardt holds three, kicks out to Fike for three. And Tony Fike can't get that one to go. Moline goes up for the board. We got a foul on the rebound, and I think that might go against Schwartz. Up the floor with Layton. 2:35 remaining in the first quarter. Straight away with Kevin Lewis. Back to Abdallah. Or Adbala, pardon me. And we got a foul away from the ball. That'll be against Davis as well. It'll be a second team foul on the darts. Moline kicks out to Jordan Ainsley. Shot back in. Moline triple team there as Rigby just waiting. Moline kicks back out to Ainsley for three. Off the front of the iron, a rebound to Rigby. Rigby on the push to Fike. Fike drives the baseline, reverses, and can't get to go. Gets his rebound tipped out by Rigby. Now to Wade for three. And Jesse Wade from downtown.
Jesse Wade for Davis.
He will light up the scoreboard. The future Gonzaga Bulldog. 1:40 remaining in the first quarter. Moline yet to get on the board. Has that one, no, we're going to have a foul, not slapped out of bounds. And that'll be the third team foul on the darts. Ainsley inbounds to Smith. Can't get the three. Moline goes up for the board. A rebound grabbed by Landon Schwartz. 1.5 remaining in the first quarter. Fike kicks back to Schwartz. And Schwartz is fouled by Moline. And it'll be the second team foul on the Lancers. Inbound into Sanders. Drop it into Leonhardt. Kick up top Wade. Wade on the angle to Fike. Drop it into Rigby. And that ball slapped away by Higginson. Here's Leonhardt's floater. No, some contact, no call. Ainsley will bring up the floor with 1 minute and 10 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Granger, only one bucket, and that's from Ainsley. Ainsley working off the left side. Terminates. Kicks up top to Smith. He hands back to Wamsley. He drops in to Higginson. Higginson. Back to Wamsley. Slapped away by Fike. Out of bounds off of Davis. Will stay with Granger. Ainsley has that one slapped away by Leonhardt. Oh, it gets it off the slap. Blocked by Wade, but they get him with the foul. It'll be 2 free throws for Jordan Ainsley. Ainsley missed the first. Gets the second. All 3 points for Granger are from Ainsley. Down to 35 seconds as Jesse Wade walks it up the floor. Low scoring quarter for the Darts. We've seen them a lot. Very rarely see them under double digits. Wade hard to the hole, off the window. There'll be 2 free throws. Coming the way of Jesse Wade. Wade missed the first, rarely misses free throws and rattles home the second. Wade now with 4 points in the quarter. 20 seconds down, or 20 seconds remaining now in the first. A lot of fouls in this game. 4 on Davis, 3 on Granger in the first quarter. Ainsley steps inside the arc, jumps it, and it rolls off. Rebound saved in. Nice hustle And then a find on the backside. Still can't get the shot up, still loose, and that'll do it. Had opportunities to get a bucket, Granger couldn't. At the end of one, we got Davis 8, Granger 3. We'll step aside at the end of the first quarter. We'll start the second quarter with the Lancers. Ainsley trying to get into Moeen. Tony Fike all over it. Jump ball, possession error belongs to Davis. Granger had a chance to get a buck at the end of the quarter and then had possession to start the second. The jump ball right back to Davis. Here's Christiansen up top to Fike. Now Lienhardt, give it up to Wade. Wade being hounded by Lewis. Here's Sanders. Back up top to Fike. Drop it in. We got a foul on the entry pass. And it'll be inbound along the baseline. Fouls on Smith. 14th foul on Granger. Mitch Sanders terminates, kicks up to Fike. And now over to Lienhardt. Sanders back to Fike. Winner of this game will take on Pleasant Grove. PG hanging around, gonna wait and see who their opponent is on Wednesday. Wade for three, and Jesse Wade knocks down his second triple. 7 first half points for Wade. 11-3 the lead for Davis. Ainsley up top to Smith. Cross court Walmsley. Kicks up top Lewis. And will reset the offense for Granger. Smith will pull for three straight away, and Smith knocks down the triple. Much needed for Granger. Wade down the lane, gives it up to Christiansen, sends out the Fike out of bounds. And we go back to Granger. 6.5 remaining in the first half. 11-6 the lead for Davis. Granger trying to claw back into this. Smith looking for his second three ball, and that's well off the mark. Rebound to Wade. Wade gives up to Sanders on the trail. Sanders leaves it short. Rebound taken by Walmsley. Been a little while since Granger has made a run in the state tournament. It was 2007 that they made it to the quarterfinals, lost to Provo, the eventual champions that year. As Muane now gets on the board, his first bucket. A welcome sign for Granger as they close to three. That team with Isaiah and Raymond Tapasoa. As Lienhardt knocks down the triple. Push it back up to 6. And Davis, a long history in the state tournament. Won the state championship in 2002 under Coach Welk. Been to the semifinals a number of times. Have been a wall known as Lone Peak in their way. As Lewis loses the ball out of bounds, we'll go back to the Darts. As Davis had so many good teams under Coach Welk to come up just shy of the state championship ring. And probably the best game in the state's history right here in this building in 2007. Ben Rigby, beautiful move. They get him with the travel. Oh, a gorgeous move by the sophomore. We'll go the other way with Granger. 5 remaining in the second. Off the turnover, can Granger cash in? Smith. Near side with Ainsley. Muane calling for the ball. Can't get it to him. Rigby sagging off. There's a lob in. Send out. 3 on the way. Well off the mark. Rebound. Smith can't get the putback. Tipped up and gets his own board. Goes back up with it again wide. Out of bounds off of Schwartz. Will stay here. That ball is lob. Ball wide off the mark. On the push down. Fike. Give it up to Wade. Wade can't finish. Schwartz with the putback. He can't get it to go. Rigby with it. Ball still loose, and now a reach-in foul. That'll go against Layton. That'll be foul number 5. Muane picks up the foul, his second. He hits the bench. Higginson comes in. Wade steps inside the arc. Can't get it to go. And the rebound claimed by Layton. Adbala. We're going to change. We have official PA calling Adbala Ainsley, but we now have a number 11 on the floor as Wade with the pick down the floor. Finishes, yes. Nice take and finish by Jesse Wade. As he's now got 9. 5 in the second quarter, halfway through the second quarter. 16-8 for the lead for Davis. Adbala steps inside the arc, long range, no. Rebound, ground by Rigby. quick possessions here for the Lancers. Quickly down the floor, Wade, cross court, Leonhardt for three. Leonhardt can't get it to go. Adbala grabs the board. Off the screen of Higginson, Adbala to the rim and finishes.
For the Lancers.
So Adbala now with 5 points in the first half. Wade is fouled on the drive and a golden line to shoot two. 16th foul on Granger. It'll be free throws remaining in the half for Davis. Wade hit the first and the second. 7 second quarter points for Jesse Wade. 11 on the half. Here's Diaz. Lob inside to Higginson. Now on the baseline, Ainsley reverses, swatted by Wade, out of bounds. Will stay here with the Lancers. Ainsley to trigger, 5 seconds. It'll be Davis ball. A tough first half for Granger. 2 fouls on Muane. Abdallah now on the bench, who's the leading scorer, as Wade drives, is fouled once again. He'll go to line for 2 more free throws. Wade knocks down both free throws. Davis now leads Granger 20-10. Up the floor now with Lewis. 2:40 remaining in the first half. Up top with Spencer Fulton. Fulton on the angle with Lewis. Lewis working on Wade, reverses out. Ball nearly picked off by Gardner. Here's Diaz looking inside to Higginson. Diaz going to drive, nearly loses it, sends it up top. Now Lewis, long range 2, off the mark, and rebound grabbed by Fike. Fike on the push. Schwartz down the lane, no call on the contact. Back down the floor with Layton as we near the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. Diaz. Rigby with him, and they're going to get Rigby with a foul. That'll be the 15th foul on Davis. 1:54 remaining in the second quarter. Adbala will come back in. Abdallah comes back in. 1:50 remaining in the second quarter. He's the leading scorer thus far with 5 points. Smith gives it up to Lewis. Lewis now Adbala. Now inbound along the baseline. There'll be free throws rest of the half for Granger. Higginson blocked by Rigby in the hands of Wade. Wade on the push. Wade transition 3 and 1. The foul will be charged to Skylar Higginson. And from the parking lot, Jesse Wade hits a transition 3. It'll go to line looking for the 4-point play. Wade misses the +1 and the rebound. Claimed by Smith. And down the floor we go with Granger. Lewis working on Wade. Trap comes from Fike. Still hanging on. Give it up to Muane. Smith now with the long or short range 2. And Dylan Smith now with 5 points in the half. 23-12, the lead for Davis. 1 minute remaining in the first half. Wade with the blow by down the baseline. Send it up to Fike. Fike thought about 3. Kicks out Leonhardt for 3. Caleb Leonhardt from downtown. Timeout, Coach Chandler. 50.4 remaining in the second quarter. Davis 26, Granger 12. Adbala to trigger in. Gets into Lewis. Quickly down the floor now with Granger. 45 seconds remaining in the half. Adbala. Now into Muane. Double team comes, gives up to Smith. Smith has that pass tipped. That's off Leonhardt and will stay here. 34.6 remaining in the first half. Muane yet to get loose in this first half. He's had foul trouble. Foul along the baseline. There'll be 1-on-1 free throws. First free throw good. Got one more. And the second rattle home as well.
In for the Lancers, number 15, Skylar Higginson.
Muane knocks down both free throws, takes a seat, does not want to pick up a cheap third foul. As we're at 25 seconds remaining in the first half, imagine Davis will run this down to the final shot. Here's Wade. Wade working on Lewis, 10 seconds down on the clock. Crossover. Wade reverses back out, 6 seconds, now down to 5. Wade thought about step back three, give it up Leonhardt, straight away three, lips out, and that will do it for the first half. All Davis in the first 2 quarters. The Darts head to the locker room with a 26-14 lead over Granger. High School Rewind is excited to have Nudge as our Player of the Game sponsor. Nudge is one of the fastest growing companies in Utah Valley. With over 500 employees, Nudge is one of the largest contributors of volunteer community outreach programs. To learn more about Nudge and their program, visit www.nudge.com. There's 14 first half points for Jesse Wade, leading all scorers. Leading the way for the Granger Lancers is Osman Adbala with 5. He and Smith both with 5, actually. As Smith now has 7. Long range.
Dylan Smith.
Long range 2 from Dylan Smith. 26-16. Nice, well, looked to be a nice backdoor cut. Picked off by Smith. Nice start to the second half for him. As Adbala will work it for the Lancers. Drop it inside. Kick back out. Smith, another long range 2 off the mark. He hits the deck, knocks it loose. Leonhardt gets it off to Wade. And Wade will bring it up the floor for the Darts. Landon Schwartz along the baseline. He's fouled by Smith. And it'll be 2 free throws coming away of Schwartz. Schwartz hit the first free throw. He's got 1 more. Knocks them both down. First points of the game for Schwartz. Back up to a 12-point lead, 28-16. Adbala quickly in the front court, 25 with him. Adbala terminates, gives it up to Diaz. Diaz trying to get inside. Here's Muane. Double team comes. Muane pulls for long range 2. No. Smith with the board and bucket. Dylan Smith now with 9 points. And we got a carry on Jesse Wade. Turnover. Go back to Granger. Adbala quickly into the front court with Fike on his hip. Adbala to the hole, bumped, and it rolls off. There'll be 2 free throws coming away of Adbala. Adbala missed the first. And the second rolls off as well. And Muane going to pick up his 3rd personal foul. Trying to get that board, his arm got caught. And it's a foul on Muane, number 3. Has had a tough go in this one. Up the floor with Fike, outside to Wade. Wade, oh, nice crossover, long range 2, Jesse Wade.
2 points, number 10, Jesse Wade for Davis.
Adbala quickly into the front court. Gives it up, Muane for 3, back rim. Nearly caught the front and go in. Quickly on the run now with Wade. Wade, right past that ball, left hand. Muane nearly got the block and Wade got it to go. Thought Muane would certainly come away with the block on that one. He went up high for it. Smith now looking for the pass. Turnover, we'll go back to Davis. After the turnover, down the floor with the Darts with a 14-point lead. Winner of this game gets Pleasant Grove. Fike to Schwartz. Schwartz back out to Fike. Here's Wade. Drop it inside Rigby. Right hand from Rigby, couldn't get it to go, and a foul on Smith. 2 free throws coming to the young sophomore. Ortega comes on the floor for the Lancers as Smith hits the deck, or bench rather. Rigby misses the second. Missed both free throws, and it'll be Granger ball. Token pressure put on by Fike. Diaz brings it across. Off the screen, Diaz wrap around. Thought about three and held on to Walmsley. Diaz's three well short, off the hands of, thought it was off Ortega, but you're gonna say off of Davis. It'll be Granger ball. Quickly an inbound. Got to get it in, and just Ainsley could not get it in. That's the second 5-second call against Granger today. You've got to be able to run those inbound plays, get the ball in. And that's twice now that Granger's turned the ball over on inbounds. 4:55 remaining in the third quarter. Davis looking to extend their 14-point lead. Schwartz kicks out the Fike. Well short. Rebound taken by Moyne. Moyne working on Wade into the corner. Wormsley for three. That's off the mark. And the rebound is still loose. Fike gets control. Fike on the push. Give it up to Schwartz. Schwartz hard to the hole and lays it up and in. First field goal of the day for Landon Schwartz. 4 points all in the second half. 16-point lead for the Darts. Diaz flies down the lane, can't get it to go. Moyne with the putback, timeout, Granger. 4:07 remaining in the third. Davis 34, Granger 20. After the timeout, quickly ahead with the Darts. Fike gives up to Schwartz. Schwartz goes at Moyne, and that's number 4. McCall Moyne could not keep himself. He was too tempted to go after it. And imagine he'll now go to the bench with his fourth foul. 4:02 remaining in the third. Granger without their best player. Moyne goes to the bench. Higginson comes onto the floor as Schwartz missed both free throws. Rebound to Ortega and up the floor with Diaz. That ball is still on the bench for Granger. See where their offense comes from. Diaz, a deep three, and Diaz with his first bucket wakes up the Granger crowd. 34-23. Schwartz crossover out of bounds, and we'll go back to Granger. Right back down the floor with Diaz and the Lancers. Wormsley for three. That was short, and rebound grabbed by Leonhardt. Who up the floor with Jesse Wade. Wade with a step back, and Wade again from the long range two. He's got 19 points. 6 in the third quarter for Wade. Diaz again a long three, back rimmed, and rebound to Leonhardt. Up the floor with Wade. Wade again the step back three. Jesse Wade. He's got 20. (39-23). Timeout, Coach Chandler. Jesse Wade with a quick 5 out of the timeout. And Granger takes the timeout. 2:50 remaining in the third quarter. Out of the timeout for Granger, Bala comes back on the floor. Bala terminates, gives it up to Diaz. Diaz will drive the lane, is fouled. And he'll go to the line to shoot 2 free throws. He's been taking deep threes throughout the day. Hit one. Diaz missed the first, he's got one more. Now with 4 points in the third. 15-point game, 39-24. Leonhardt gonna go to Rigby. Big fella couldn't get it. Ortega tracks down a loose ball and hands off to Lewis. Lewis gives up that Bala, and Granger now looking to trim up this lead. Lewis on the outside, give it up to Diaz. Diaz, that Bala. That ball will drive the lane, give it up. Ortega, floater, no. Rebound, Leonhardt. Quick up the floor now with Schwartz to the rack, and Schwartz finishes. 7 points in the third quarter for Landon Schwartz. As a 17-point lead, 41-24. Up the floor now at Bala. Terminates. Lob inside to Higginson. We have a foul on Rigby, I believe. Into Diaz for three. Diaz leaves that well short. Rebound to Fike. Fike on the push. Give it up to Rigby. Rigby down the lane, right hand, and couldn't finish. It'll be 2 free throws again for the young sophomore. Rigby missed the first free throw, has not scored since the first points of the ball game. As the second free throw rims out, he's missed his last 4. Quickly down the floor with Adbala. And we got a foul on the pass, and they're going to give him 2 shots.
Number 10.
That was clearly a pass. He did pass it, and Ariano will go to the line. Ariano hit the first free throw, has got 1 more as he knocks them both down. 1.5 remaining in the third quarter. Fike ahead to Wade. Wade kicks out to Sanders. Sanders reverses, hands back to Wade. Thought about 3. Well, now steps in, pass quickly to Christiansen. Now Lienhardt, and Lienhardt able to finish on the bump. Thought maybe that'd be a +1 opportunity, but he didn't get the benefit of the call. And Lienhardt now with 5 points. Ariano over to Adbala, drop it inside to Higginson. Higginson's jump hook crawls off, and rebound grabbed by Wade. Wade quickly ahead to Lienhardt, and he holds it up. Hands back to Tony Fike with 50 seconds. Now to Wade. Wade crossed to Lienhardt. Lienhardt now Fike on the baseline to Christiansen. Christiansen hits Wade, and Wade lays it up and in. Jesse Wade now with 22 points. And quickly down the floor, 25 seconds remaining in the third quarter. 3 on the way from Mariano, blocked by Lienhardt. Higginson pulls for the long range 2, well short. Saved in to Jesse Wade. 15 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Wade working on 22 points. And now with 10 seconds, we'll get the final shot of the third quarter. Wade hands back to Fike. Fike to Christiansen, 4 seconds. Fike with it, now to Wade, 2 seconds. Wade at the buzzer. Oh, nearly at 25, that lips out. And at the end of 3, it's Davis 45 and Granger 26. Start of the fourth quarter, and it's Davis 45, Granger 26. Davis looking to extend their lead. The winner will take on Pleasant Grove. Outside Christiansen now to Fike. Fike to Wade. In the corner, Lienhardt for 3. Off the mark, and the rebound tipped out into the hands of Abdallah. Abdallah on the run. He has Mullane, leads it up. Oh, Mullane couldn't throw it down. Just left it a little bit short. Mullane could not get a hand on it. And Sanders goes the other way for the easy 2. That would have been number 1. Had Mullane able to finish that one. I may have lost my voice if he had been able to throw that one down. Outside Mullane. Working on Fike, nice crossover, and then the whistle. It'll be a foul on the floor. That's the 15th foul on Davis. Harrow inbounds into Adbala. Adbala up top to Harrow, 4-3. Off the back of the iron, a rebound off of Layton. We'll go with Davis. Oh, I apologize. We did the Layton-Davis game earlier this week, and it's sticking in my mind here. Quickly off of Harrow. Are they going to give it? Yes, they are. They're going to have Sanders. Granger ball off the turnover. Harrow inbounds to Mullane. Mullane working along the baseline, and it's stolen. Nice play by Jarrett Gardner. Quickly ahead with Wade. Wade to Christiansen along the baseline. Up top, Gardner for 3. And that lips off, and the rebound grabbed by Mullane. Mullane on the push. Smith for 3, and that's off the mark, and a rebound taken by Gardner. Quick possessions throughout the day. Up top, Gardner on the angle now with Wade. Wade with the blow-by. Leaves it to Christiansen on the baseline, and that goes in and out. Mullane with the board. We'll get down the floor. See 4 players from Davis committing to Mullane as they come down the floor. Out of bounds, will stay here. Harrow gets it into Adbala. Adbala off the screen of Mullane. Fall the way, Jay, yes. First, second half points for Abdallah. 47-28. Mitch Sanders. Hands back to Wade. Sanders to Rigby. Rigby drive the lane. Nice dish off to Christiansen. Out to Gardner for three. Off the mark. A rebound tipped up by Rigby, and the rebound to Smith. On the push now, Edbala. Now Lewis. Here's Harrow. Now Moyne. Moyne will jump at the long range two. No. And Sanders comes down with the board and gives it up to Wade with 5:10 remaining in the fourth quarter. Wade hands back to Rigby. Straight away now Gardner, now with Sanders. Wade drives the lane and has that slapped away and off of Granger, and will stay here. Wade with the inbound, gets it back in the corner. Fall away three, and Jesse Wade now with 25 points.
3 points, Jesse Wade for Davis.
Wade has absolutely lit it up this afternoon. Here's Moyne. Moyne, step back, Jay, no. And the rebound to Sanders. Quickly ahead to Wade. Wade leaves it to Christiansen. Out to Gardner now with 4 minutes and 20 seconds remaining. Gardner drives, kicks out to Christiansen. Christiansen to Sanders. Back out to Gardner. Christiansen hands off to Wade. And Wade going to draw the foul. He goes Larry Bird over the top of the backboard. Gets a nice reaction from the Weber State players just below us. Wade on the inbound. Again, step back off the inbound, and it's front rimmed. And rebound taken by Moyne. Moyne on the push. And now we'll have a foul. We'll see who that goes on. And it'll be the 16th foul on Davis. Third personal foul on Wade. Halfway through the fourth quarter. Comfortable lead for Davis, 50-28. Up top, Smith. Blocked by Rigby. But Edbala gets it back. Moyne now with it. Moyne in the lane, floated up, no. Smith got it, up with it, and he's fouled. And Dylan Smith to go to the line to shoot two. Smith hit the first. Front rim's the second. Gets his own rebound, floated up, back rim, no. And the rebound grabbed by Christiansen. He hands off to Wade, and Wade will bring it up the floor. 3 minutes and 30 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. Outside Gardner. Give it up Christiansen. Here's Wade. Wade steps inside the arc, fall away jumper. And Jesse Wade once again from long range. He has 29. Up the floor now Edbala. And that ball stolen. Going the other way with Gardner. Edbala giving chase. Gardner adjusts his layup. Left hand won't go, and rebound grabbed by Smith. In the hands Edbala. Give it up to Moyne. Moyne dribbles off his leg and will go the other way. Pardon me, Wade has 27. And that ball off of Gardner out of bounds. And we'll go back to Granger. 2:45 remaining in the fourth.
Granger, please exit from portal 1.
Up the floor now with Diaz. Diaz kicks over to Wormsley, drop it in Moyne. Moyne along the baseline, swatted away by Mitch Sanders. They had a foul, and Moyne will go to the line to shoot 2 free throws. Moyne front rims the second, as he had a man coming in to report for him. As Fike gets it to Christiansen, now Rigby. Rigby somehow hung on a pivot, get out to Sanders, now Fike, as Davis going to eat some clock here. Wade on the bench will finish with 27 points, and there's a foul by Walmsley.
His second, 17th foul.
I don't think Moyne wants to come off the floor, but he's going to have to. Sanders hit the front end. And the second. So up the floor we go with Granger. Bunch of new names. 3 on the way and off the mark for Marvin Lima. Rebound to Gardner. He hands off to Fike. Walk up the floor with 1:55 remaining in the fourth quarter. Outside Gardner. Hunsaker. The nice move. Hunsaker can't get it to go. Loose ball. And tracked down by Gardner. Gardner up top with Fike over to Sanders. Here's Gardner. So it looks like right now that Davis will move on and play Pleasant Grove. That should be an outstanding game on Wednesday. The guard line from PG and even that front line with Tyler Bott, it'll be a major, major matchup for Davis and Jesse Wade as Fike will go to the line. 3 points on the day for Fike. He knocked down the first. And the second lips off. Rebound to Lima. He hands back to Ben Hansen. Hansen on the push, give it up to Carrillo. Lima. Pirouette in the lane, left hand short. And the rebound to Gardner. And Gardner will bring up the floor for Davis. And now we'll have a foul by Trey Crowther.
41.
Hits the first, front rims the second. Lima with the board. Crowther for three, off the mark. Rebound to Gardner. Davis still pushing, looking for Hunsaker. And we'll stay here. That was Jordan Ryan trying to thread the needle there. Gardner to trigger in. And he'll go back court to Ryan. Crowther right there with him. Crowther ahead to Sanders with 40 seconds. Granger youngster still pushing Davis. And not backing off. 26-point lead. About the difference is Jesse Wade. You take Jesse Wade off the floor and about the amount of points he put in today. 27 for the first round. Gardner to lane is fouled. He'll go to line to shoot two. Hit the first, and Gardner hits the second. "13 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. That shot well off the mark from Hansen. Rebound to Mitch Sanders, and the Davis Darts under Coach Sims in his first season taking over Coach Jay Welk are going to move on to the quarterfinals, and they're going to get a test against Pleasant Grove. And our final score, Davis 58, Granger 30.
Please exit to your right, Granger fans. Please exit to your left. Make room for Hunter and Weaver.
And a nice win for Davis, powered by Jesse Wade,
Ladies and gentlemen,
getting the big win, 58-30. We'll move on, play Pleasant Grove on Wednesday.
and a further appearance.
Again, our final score, Davis 58, Granger 30. Stay tuned for our post-game wrap-up.
Starts.
And welcome back in our final score. Davis 58, Granger 30. And a nice win for Davis. Going to move on to the second round of the state tournament. Let's first talk about Granger. This is a team that got into the state tournament, did a nice job throughout the year. They have some nice pieces. Wayne going to go on to play for Coach Kraskowiak and the Utes, but not the kind of day he was hoping for. Atbala had a pretty good day, and also Smith had a pretty good second half, but just not enough. Davis has been a power team all year long, and they did what they normally do, and that's just spread the ball around and let Jesse Wade do his thing, and he certainly did that. And with our nudge player of the game, Jesse Wade, 27 points on the day, did an outstanding job, lit it up from range, and really put on a show in the first round of the state tournament, and he will go home with our Nudge Player of the Game. With over 500 employees, Nudge is one of the fastest growing companies in Utah Valley. To learn more about Nudge's community outreach programs, go to www.nudge.com. Again, our final score, Davis 58, Granger 30. Our Nudge Player of the Game was Jesse Wade. For Vince Francis and Thompson Coles, I'm Dusty Lister. Thanks for joining us and watching High School Rewind's coverage of the 2015 5A state tournament with Deseret News and live.ksl.com.